guys? Welcome back to In the Loops with the Hoops. I'm your boy Avion Dutch. Today I want to talk about foreign prospect Ibou badji. I see him as like a JaVale McGee at his bare minimum to Dwight Howard as his peak type player. Very athletic, very long. He's 7'1" with a 7'8" wingspan. I just wanted to get on here and examine a little bit of clips. I'm not a jump shot expert or anything like that. I'm not gonna critique the way he shoots the ball like from the floor, like all that stuff. I just want to show you like what the eye test can see. Starting off, he's number 15. Y'all can tell. So first one to start off about his positioning, being in a dunker spot right there. You see his man 30 misses it, so he gets easy putback. And when you see the putback, just look how twitchy and explosive he is. If I can go back to the right part, like boom, he's already up there. And when you're so long like that, pause. 7'1" with a 7'8" wingspan, you're almost touching like you get on your tippy toes and you're touching the rim of the basketball or the basketball goal. So like pair that with his athleticism and his vert, it reminds me so much of Dwight Howard. And you're getting a surefire thing on the defensive end of the court, in my opinion, and as a lob threat, as we just saw. Good frame. One thing he had problems with last year is probably why he decommitted from the draft was his post game. His post work when going up against, he's a taller but maybe probably a little slimmer player. Um, I think it was a good shot. It was a good shot. I mean, you make those. Can't critique that. Good footwork. I think it was some pretty good footwork. Now him, good as a help defender. I can see him. He's gonna kill the league as a free safety type defender, kind of like in a Giannis aspect of the game. Like look at that. Like look how athletic. Look how high you saw how. And then leads that to the passes over there, which I think he threw the pass if I'm not mistaken. Was that him? Let me see. Yeah, he blocked the shot. Nah, he didn't throw the pass, but that was a great block and a great finish by number 4. So now we got these guys taking the ball right there. Number 30's guarding. Now we had him on his starting from the perimeter and start. See, look, that's that when you see when you're that long and that athletic, no one's gonna be breaking you down. No one's gonna break you down. You start from the perimeter and he gets dragged all the way to the paint, and he's still able to stay on his feet and stay vertical enough to hit the shot off. Going back to his post moves like that, I love it. I really do love his post game because it wasn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to go back that far. It wasn't really defined when he last year. This is another reason why he was like he was a little skinnier. He's like 245 now. He's grown. He's only 19. He's still gonna grow. He's still really really young. I think that was a block that we just saw before. Yeah. So then we saw him, or did we see this already? Okay. So I think we didn't. But look, oh my gosh. Oh my, Latrell Sprewell that. If y'all know the two-handed dunks, oh my gosh. Bro, that is if I could slow it down, I think that's like over in settings real quick. I'm sorry. I usually don't do this on computer, but it's actually pretty easy, not gonna lie. Just look how high he gets up there to do that. Look how high he almost breaks the rim. It is absolutely crazy how he's able to do something like that at his size, his mobility. I would say Giannis if I was going to, but I don't want to say Giannis because let me up the quality a little bit. So it looks like they're going up against Japan too. Okay, on the perimeter, he look wide stance, wide stance, wide stance. Uh, oh my gosh, vertically athletic. Even if he gets beat, I think he got beat in that play, if I'm not mistaken. I don't catch everything the first time. I usually try to go back and see. See, look, I think. Oh, okay, that was a block. I think. All right, I'm trying to go back. See, look, he gets beat. That's what I'm saying. My bad. I had to go back. I went back too far. But he gets beat off the dribble. Bang hits him with a step. But he has such a long wingspan, he hinders his guy from going straight to the rim and getting like a layup or a dunk over him. He's able to stop him a little bit, reaching out his wingspan, which ain't like hand checking or anything or reaching anything. They're not gonna call that in the NBA, and they're definitely not calling it here, overseas. But look how he's just able like that. You think that's an easy layup? He's gonna make everybody remember that he's there on the court once he gets his dunk. Right, bang. My bad for the voice crack, but bang, that's a good dunk. And I probably accidentally see. This is my first time working with stuff like this, y'all. Gotta know on the computer. I usually don't do too much like this. Breakdowns of characters, not characters, but players that are upcoming in the draft. But just wanted to try something different. So got number two Garden. Then we just saw this, bang, got him right there. Go in the paint. Paint is not safe. Everybody's there. Everybody's there. He gets the perfect weak side block off the, number 15 and just takes him to town. So now we got him setting as a screener. Well, no, that's not him. That was number 8. But we got him just getting the ball in the post, getting the rebound. Also, I want to talk about something. He has tenacious hustle. He has like Westbrook-like hustle. It's crazy. See, he gets the ball, goes back up there, underhanded layup, makes it. He has got to Westbrook hustle when it comes to the defensive side of the ball and offensively. Pretty much entirely. Got here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him as a help man. As a help man. He is crazy. Look how he's just able to sprint on the court like a gazelle. Look how fast he gets to his spot. Bang, bang, bang. Great pass by him too. Knew he couldn't take it up, which he probably could have took it up in my opinion, but he just didn't want to. I think this might be a different game. Yeah, this is a different game. Look at the pick and roll action. Great layup. Great layup. He pretty much could have dunked it too. Good pick and roll. Look how fast and twitchy he comes out that pick and roll. Look. He's there. I'm gonna slow it down so you can see it even better. But look, he's right in the formation. I'm gonna slow it down to the exact least. Look. Bang! He's already there. It's crazy. He's starting. He's setting all these off-ball screens. Look, well, I don't know his name right there, but set a screen. He sets a screen, goes over there, running, which he takes super long strides, takes a strong screen, bang, bang, already there. Well, the guy didn't really get affected by the screen, but that's because he was guarding up so close, which gave him an open lane to the basket. So, that's it. That's what I love to see things like that. All this ball movement. That's just a great action. I think they did it again. He doesn't have an open lane, but like, oh my god, good. So it's so Giannis like. It's just so Giannis like. Cause we're not gonna act like who he's going up against are slouches like height wise. They're probably all like 6 foot something, 6'3", 6'6", all that stuff like that. This is overseas. They're not slacking in the height or anything. Skill wise, maybe yeah. But if he's doing up against this people with similar NBA height, like 6'6" averages height, it's gonna be crazy for the league. That's all I'm gonna say. He just takes his 2 wide steps like Giannis, and then he's already at the basket. Get up into, and then his jump shot. If I break down mechanically, it looks good to me. I think it looks. Hold up. I think I need to go back a little bit more. I can't really see it that well. It doesn't look too bad. He doesn't really take too many. But as a project player, I don't really expect him to like take that much. Because if he could shoot jumpers too, he'd be going in a lottery. If he played in America, there's like a fly. It's like been nerving me my entire day. But if he had a jump shot and played in America, 2 big things. If he just played in America, he'd be a lottery pick. I'm telling y'all. I'd be telling y'all. So we see this again. Another uber athlete. Look how high he is off the ground. His defensive instincts are so good. I compare him to Dwight Howard because he's so good. Like his instincts are so good, and he's so good athletically. His post moves. Even that's what I'm saying. Worse, JaVale McGee, even midder. Prime Dwight Howard is not mid, but if he never develops a post game, but then gets really good on every other aspect of playing basketball besides 3-point shooting, he could be Dwight Howard because Dwight Howard never had a post game in all of his time playing in the NBA, and he worked with Hakeem. This guy has a little bit of post game from what I'm seeing, but I am watching highlights. What I've seen before, he doesn't really like bang down. They don't really pass on the ball too much for him to bang down the post too much. He's mostly a pick and roll big, which is why I think you'd be so team like the Mavericks. Yeah, that's really all I can think of. Maybe the Spurs too. The Mavericks and the Spurs are 2 teams that I really want him to see him go to. Mostly the Mavericks because you give Luka a player like this. Watch this highlight. I don't know what it is, but it's probably something spectacular. Look, grabs it over the person, someone who's also like 6'11", and then puts it back up, which shows that he's always active on the court. He is always active on the court. He does not take any minutes off the court. He is going to be so tenacious. If he goes to the Mavericks, imagine him and Christian Wood. Christian Wood gets beat because he's not the best defender. He's really lazy on that defense, like on that part of the court. You see him come back, and then you just see 15 over there. It comes to Adu Babaji. Come back. Bang! Hit somebody. Like, don't hit somebody, but like hit the ball out their hands. Everybody's going crazy. Put him against a shooting big like Christian Wood, and I think it's going to go crazy. Especially if Christian Wood can lock in on the defense side of the ball. It'd be special. It'd be actually special to see. Good. Okay. Left them some room, and it was already open. Left them some room, and it was open. It was a very good lob. All right, so if you see some defensive highlights, what I like to see, goes up with it. Number 11, like he's gonna dunk it. That was smart. I don't know if it was out or not. I think it might have still been in, so I don't think it was out. No wrong, dude. See, look, always active, always active. Ryder got him. Number 14 didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, he started off balance. So credit. I'm not really credit number 14, but discredit number 14. He did start off balance a little bit. All right, in contact, gets the ball again. In the NBA, I'd like to hear him to pass a shot like that because they're going to be a lot better defenders. They'll probably strip the ball entirely like a Marcus Smart. But then, oh my gosh, the putback dunks, missed dunk or miss shot leads to a putback dunk when this guy's like in the dunker spot right next to you. So a post up, they use a lot of post up game in overseas league because the courts are so clogged, like it was in the 80s. It's just amazing the things he's able to do on the court physically and athletically. Look, just a twitch, smart roll, get the ball, dunk. That's what I'm saying. At worst, he's going to be Willie Cauley-Stein, but better, in my opinion. Or just Willie Cauley-Stein. And that's still a player the Mavericks would want Willie Cauley-Stein to have. He'll be a key role player on any team. He might be a superstar, though. Bring him to the Toronto. Get this man, bro. I want to see the Mavericks, but if Toronto can develop this guy, it is scary. Look, smart screening, missed the shot, right back trailing behind him. He can't even control his own athleticism. That's how high he is. Pause. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just, guys, I know y'all watching this, and y'all probably like, oh, it's like this, like this. He's 19 doing stuff like this, and he plays overseas in a pro league. I was high on the Houston Rockets center Usman Gruber because I think he was like played for Israel and got the defensive player of the year over there. I'm still high on him. He was very injured this season. I think he's still going to be good with Sengun. But he reminds me not of him like because he's Usman Garuba is not as a good vertical athlete or lateral athlete like as an athlete in general as this guy right here. This guy right here is crazy. He is like a Giannis type player. I'm saying it. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's giving me flashes of him, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee. And does JaVale McGee be throwing people off? But JaVale McGee is not a slouch, especially on the defensive side end. Pelicans fan right here, I'd love for me to have a JaVale McGee right now on my team as a good role player. Like, you can't go wrong with those. Off balance, still gets back up just to block the shot. Number 15, tall, but he ain't got the hops like that, and he ain't got the tenacious offense like my boy number 15. Posted him up, realize he can't go, shoots the fadeaway. That's a good shot if you make him. I don't know if he's a key. It might be similar to the same shot he made last time with the fadeaway. But him being in the right place at the right time in the dunker spot and then goes up and then hits the ball in the net. Pick and roll. Give him an even better playmaker than these guys, which they're good playmakers. What I'm seeing right now, they're not hogging the ball or doing anything. Yes, it's the highlights. They might be hogging the ball. It's hard to get full games on overseas guys like this. Let's see, can we find any other videos on him? I'm probably gonna cut this part.